Hey everybody, hello. Okay, let's paint a new portrait today. Hello Monique, hello Michael, hello Bob, hello Jonas, hello Petra, hello. Okay, let's see, I got here titanium white, Naples yellow, cadmium orange, cadmium red, alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, raw umber, and black, ivory black. Okay, I'm going to start just with bristle brushes. Okay, just 1 second. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use raw umber. Here I need some space for mixing the colors. I'm going to place the whole portrait here. I can place the face here and the hand. Okay, is that a good size? I think it is. Let's see, the eyes around here, eyebrows, eyes, nose, chin. I always measuring, okay, from the eyebrows to the nose, from the nose to the chin. When the face is just like that, you know, it's tilted backward, obviously this change. This distance is shorter than this one. Okay, I'm gonna move something here because, you know, it's kind of the face is kind of smaller with my canvas. And I need, okay, I think it's because of the hair. I'm gonna just make the face a bit bigger. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Okay. The hand here. Just thinking, okay, thinking. I need a bigger brush to paint. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay, I got a bigger brush here just to paint the background. Okay, I'm gonna pick up black. To paint the background, I said, you know, to paint the hair. Paint her hair. Okay, let's see, like that. It's just black, ivory black. Okay, now I'm gonna mix a color for the shadow, which is gonna be raw umber and a touch of cadmium red, and this is gonna be for the shadow. Okay, let's see some comments. Hello Lily. Hello Dita. Okay, I painted everything darker because I think that's the best way for me to copy the head here. To see, you know, squinting down my eyes, and what I see is like something like kind of triangular here, like that, and then something pretty symmetrical, and then the hand. Okay. Now, when I draw anything, I always checking out up, down, to the left, to the right. For example, to place the hand here, I'm thinking about the nose. Okay. When I'm just drawing this for the hand, I'm thinking about the mouth to the left. I'm thinking about alignments. For example, the corner of the mouth with the fingers here. I need to clean this because I think I just fingers go up. Yeah. Now I'm keeping my eyes squinted down, and I'm just following the shadow here on the face. I'm just copying the shadow on the face. I see a little triangle here on the cheek. All the rest is dark. Okay, more paint. Need more raw umber. I use a lot of raw umber. No white, just raw umber and cadmium red. Okay, now I need some blue to get all the colors, to get all the colors on the paint. Obviously, you see my canvas. It looks kind of pretty close to the skin color. That means that I can just leave it like that. And the next color that I need is blue. I'm using phthalo blue. I'm adding just pure phthalo blue, but I'm using the same brush that I used to paint the hair. I just clean it a little bit with paper towel. It means that it has some black on the brush. That's why this is pretty dark. This blue is pretty dark. I painted a couple of portraits with, I painted the same hair, kind of the same hair, and I painted a couple of times. I painted that red, and I like it a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today because I don't want to repeat the same, but that was pretty nice the last time that I did it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got the shadow here, one eye, the other eye, eyebrow, the ear. I was watching a movie again a couple of days ago with my kids, The Joker, and she acts, in this movie. And yesterday we painted the Joker in my, paint along class on Wednesdays. And today I'm painting here. I was looking for a picture that from the movie, but I couldn't find any that I like it. And I found this on Pinterest. Okay, now the light. Obviously, see lights here, light on the chin, on the nose. I imagine that I don't see that. I'm thinking, I don't want to copy those lights. I want to copy a mid-tone, something like the color here, maybe something like here. Okay, a mid-tone, and on top of that mid-tone, I'm going to add the lights. Okay, now to get the color, I'm going to mix raw umber, orange, alizarin crimson, and white. Okay, if the color is too saturated, I'm gonna need to knock it down this with more raw umber. I want a color that is kind of mute grayish color, Then on top of this color I add more saturated colors if I want, obviously. Let's see. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I'm gonna prepare more. I think this is too grayish. Maybe it could work here. That's too light. I squint, step back, I compare with the photograph. You know, I bouncing my eyes from the picture, from the photograph. Yeah, looks like everything is good. Not perfect, but good enough, you know, to continue paint. A little bit of red, cadmium red, and you know what I have in my mind is I need a base color. Okay, on top of this I'm gonna add light. On top of this I'm gonna just add the reddish colors on the skin, maybe a little bit of orange, make it warmer, make it yellowish. That's gonna be a slower process of putting more paint on top. Okay, but right now it's just about thinking that I got just, let's say, two values on the face, two layers, just one dark and the other one is a mid-tone. Okay, but at the same time I'm adding some variation, like this one is more orangey, this one is grayish. But anyway, you know, when we prepare more paint, we got a different color each time. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just warm up this color a bit. Okay, a little bit of orange, cadmium orange. Let's see. Now I need to warm up this color a bit more. When we paint a skin color, you know, that's like a little bit darker, we cannot use pink, for example, for the cheeks or nose or the chin, the reddish areas on the skin. It's more like orangey. Okay, it means that the reddish colors on the skin that usually paint pretty reddish, I'm painting these colors orangey. Okay. Okay, you see the difference, you know. And another thing that she's getting, the face is getting a little bit of sunlight, I think. Not so sure. But if she's getting some sunlight, this color is going to become even more orangey. But you know, and I have always, I'm thinking always about contrast, color contrast, and if I got, for example, the light hitting the face, and I see the highlight here, highlight on the cheekbone, and I'm thinking, okay, I can just use maybe this color here, really warm. Okay, what about something like that? That's okay. The other option that I think is contrast. And I say, okay, that's a highlight. Okay, I can just use the opposite color. Since everything is orangey, I can use light blue. Okay, now we can use both, even put those colors together, both. We can use the yellowish one. It's up to you. Is we gotta try, you know, one option or the other option, which one is gonna work better, which one is gonna create more contrast. We try, we see if this color is working better, we go with the other color. Okay. I'm squinting down my eyes, thinking, where is the lightest light? Here's on the cheekbone. Eh? The second one is the nose, and then it goes down here, light. I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want to lay down too much paint for the light here. Just a little bit. Okay. Depending where I work, I press harder or lighter. Here, for example, I pressed really light. Okay. Here the same. A little bit lighter. Okay. I'm gonna make this a bit darker. I can just press a bit harder just to lay down more paint. And again press lighter. Just kind of blend it with the shadow. I need to add more paint to the shadow because it's pretty transparent. Okay. Now black and cameo red. Okay. I'm gonna draw a little bit of the face, the eyes, the nose, just not too much paint. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Comparing, squinting down my eyes, checking the shape for the eyebrows, you know, shapes, and how I'm gonna draw them. I always think about simplification. 1, 2, okay. 1, 2. Little bit of glittering crimson and black. Now the eye. Again, simplification. Okay, I'm gonna clean this a little bit, okay? I don't want too much paint. 1, 2. Okay. The other eye. 1, 2. Okay. Now the nose. I check out how tilted is the nose. Okay, I check out the shape of the nostrils. Okay. 1, 2, and look, there's something rounded around the nostrils. Well, I mean the shape of the wing. No, here. I need a darker color for this. Okay, here and here. Okay, I see a lot of symmetry on the nose. Okay, now the mouth. A little bit of red. Okay, there. White and red here. It's too light. Keep squinting. Okay, more paint, thicker paint for the shadow. Okay, hola Carolina on Facebook. Hello Anna. Hola Lucia. Hello Silvia. Hello Adartsi 310. Hello Rahul. Hello Sharon. Oh, John is saying, does the palette change as the skin tone is a bit darker? Oh, no. No, it's the same palette, the same colors that I have used the last time. Maybe for a week. Rahul is saying, how much linseed oil? No, I'm not using any medium. Sometimes I use it, but lately I'm not using any medium. Okay. Okay, let's mix again. Darker color here. Okay, just checking. Okay, raw umber, glycerin crimson, a touch of Naples yellow. Let's see. Okay, raw umber, a touch of Naples yellow. Okay, I need black, pure black. Okay, a little bit of black here. And squinting, obviously what I want right now is to get the values. I see, for example, that this should be darker. Okay. For example, difference between the chin. in the forehead. Okay, I see that I got a mistake here. Look at the photograph, you know, there's shadow here. I need to paint the forehead a bit darker. Okay, maybe that's too dark, but anyway, we can just put more paint on top. That's okay. It's too orangey, a little bit of alizarin crimson. It's too reddish. We move just like that, you know, back and forth between the colors. Okay. Let's paint here. The neck. I want to blend a little bit. Maybe to keep some transparency on the hand. If I clean this. Okay, why not? Maybe some touches of red. But just keep this transparent. I think it's too big. It is there. Let's see. You know, I still don't know about this, but I think it could be a nice touch. Everything is darker and some transparency on the hand. Hello, Marius. Hello, Cisarte. Hello, Gary. Gary saying, Renzo, you appear to be using more paint in your portraits lately. They aren't finished out as smooth as they used to be. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What can I say, you know? Yeah. We kind of move with some different. It's just like colors. Maybe a couple of years ago I was using different colors. It's about the same as medium. Maybe a couple of years I was using linseed oil. Okay, and now I'm not using any medium. And now I'm using more paint. Maybe the next year I would use less paint. Yeah. Oh no, if I gotta say what is easier, which way is easier, I could say that in terms of painting more like, let's say, relaxed or not being so worried about making a mistake and not being able to fix it, I could say that using less paint is better at the beginning. Okay? Because if we make a mistake, obviously that's going to be easy to even wipe off. When we got too much paint on the canvas, is kind of, for some reason, I got the feeling that it's not about wiping off the paint. It's about putting more paint. It's just like the more paint I see here, I want to add more paint. Maybe, but that's me, okay? That's each person is different about the amount of paint you use. Okay, but the goal is always using more paint. Maybe not to the point that you're not able to move it, or you're not able to feel that you can just manage the amount of paint on the canvas, but to the point that it has some thickness. Because if we just add a really thin layer of paint, we're not going to be able to blend if we want to blend, or even to create some volume. Because why? Because when the painting is too thin, the shadows usually they are not that dark, especially when we paint on a lighter canvas. I always prefer to paint on a mid-tone canvas because obviously it's easier to get to the darker values. You know, no question about the lights, because lights are really easy to add more and more paint and get the lights. But the shadows, there's going to be always the ones they're going to be the difficult ones. And to get the values and to mix the paint or blend the paint without having the problem of, you know, making all the painting kind of muddy, because the darker colors are, to say, the stronger ones that can pollute the lighter ones. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I got this. She has a nice curve on the nose, which makes her nose really rounded here. Really rounded there. Okay. Another thing about her face, this little shadow that obviously is just the one that shows how rounded is this here. Another thing that we could do when we use a lot of paint is use the brush stroke. I mean, I'm planning to blend it this. I'm gonna have some thicker paint, but I'm planning to blend it. I mean, it's not gonna be pretty smooth, but it's not gonna have the same brush stroke all over the paint. Hello, Dayan. Mari saying, I'm always happy when I meet you here, guys. I have to confess that. Oh, that's pretty good. Well, Nick saying, I think it should depend on what you want to paint for the day. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hello on Facebook to Shuki from Israel, B Banks from Nigeria, Pondu from Vietnam, and Dorothy Roman from Poland. Welcome everybody to my live streams. Okay, I usually go live on Thursdays, and lately I've been having some commissions, and tomorrow I'm gonna paint a commission again. That means tomorrow you're gonna see me here again. I'm gonna paint the same portrait twice. One is gonna be for the live stream, and another one is gonna be a bigger version. This is for one of my patrons. Okay, when I blend, I keep cleaning my brush. Okay, I blend it, clean the brush. Sometimes I press this brush really hard here to open the hair, and it looks like kind of a mini fan brush. And this thing about painting with more or less paint, I think it has to do a lot with just maybe painting that have been studied lately. From time to time, I love just to. I mean, it's not like I paint making studies. It's just observation, pure observation. And I've been watching Rembrandt's painting lately. The colors. I found some images, some really high resolution photograph, and it's pretty nice to see the painting that close. That looks like you got into a museum and you get really close without nobody saying that, hey, don't get that close, to watch the details. And that's the same when I find a photograph that has a really high resolution. The thing is that I've been watching the colors, little touch-ups that I want to add to my paintings. Some greens, and on Rembrandt's paintings, that's pretty clear. That's pretty clear, and you all can find those photographs, because what I do is I just Google, I put like Rembrandt's paintings, and there is some options there to have on the results, that says like, what do you want, a high resolution or all the photographs, just high resolution photographs. Gary saying, I find that if I use a lot of paint, sometimes it turns to matte easier. Yeah, that happens, yes. Yeah, that happens. But we gotta face it, we need to get used to paint with a lot of paint, with more paint. I don't know, I mean, what can I say? For me, I got used to that when I started to teach, because one thing that maybe it wasn't a good habit to do it, but I got into. I think now that it was to compensate, but when I was teaching, I used to go from, easel to easel with my students, and they were like, hey, I cannot paint this eye, I cannot paint the nose, I cannot paint this and that. It was explaining, and at some point it was easy for me just to pick up the paint, the brushes, and paint, and to show them how to do it by just doing that in front of them. Obviously not all of them, because not people are different. Some people, they don't want you to touch, the canvases, and I was one of those guys when I was a student. I didn't like nobody touching my canvas. It was just once maybe that somebody I was so frustrated with something, and the teacher was like, hey, I would love to show you how to do it. And I was like, okay. And I was thinking to me, no, that's not right, but that's the only way to know how to do it. I was painting, I remember pretty clear, I was painting a cup, tiny cup, coffee cup, and I couldn't get the volume. And the teacher, what he did, I remember clearly, he mixed 3-4 values. He painted just strains of color, 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one, it has different value. And he said, that's it. And I said, okay, just like that, yeah, just blend it between the brush strokes, and you're gonna get the volume. And I did it. Yeah. And he was like, hey, that's enough, because I wanted to blend it. I wanted to smooth out everything. If you smooth out everything, he told me, you're gonna maybe lose the difference between the values. Just keep it there. But I was like, but I still see, the difference between the strains of paint, brush strokes, a longer brush stroke, that's okay, you keep them. And I was like, okay, that was pretty nice, But the thing is that when I was a teacher, I started to do the same. The good thing about doing that is that sometimes you see, you get into somebody's painting, and this person is using a lot of paint. It's because they want to use a lot of paint. And he was like, hey, teacher, help me out with this. Just paint the nose, please. And I have to use the same amount of paint. And then somebody else, it was like using no paint at all. And I have to kind of adjust myself to different situations about the amount of paint. Okay, that was a nice practice for me. If I think that I always try to think, that everything that I do, let's say that I learned something from everything, and for experience, have the experience that using different amount of paints when I was retouching one of the students' painting, and have to deal with that, with how difficult it is sometimes to switch from what you are used to do in terms of the brushes, because some of the students, they just love to use bristle brushes, some of them love to use saber or synthetic brushes. That's pretty nice, to be able to experience that. But that's something that happened because I was a teacher. Otherwise, I would have been painting with the same amount of paint maybe for the rest of my days. Who knows? Maybe. Oh, hello, Mary. Hello, Keith. Yeah. Mary sent, okay, I got a question, I think. Hello, M Figures. Oh, what time I'm gonna paint tomorrow? Maybe the same time as today. Not so sure, but maybe the same time. Hello, Donna Corman from Texas. Okay, let's see. Somebody's speaking about the yellow and using. This is Naples yellow. It looks brighter on things that I know is that the colors here looks lighter because they're close to the light I got here. But if I block the light with shadow, maybe we're gonna see the real color. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm just thinking about the mouth. I'm gonna use this brush here. You see, it's not pretty pointy. I don't want to add details yet, and I'm not gonna get a really fine touch here, but that's what I want. Okay, I don't want any detail yet. I just wanna be able to compare, but not comparing like details. I'm comparing shapes, and when I compare, I squint on my eyes, and it's easier, because I don't have I don't have definition here. I don't have detail. Okay. No, I want to keep the transparency, but I want to add some saturation too. I want the same effect that we got when we paint an orange. And we paint the shadow on the orange. In order to make that shadow transparent, we saturate the shadow. Okay, and I want that. I want to saturate the shadow here. And it kind of move between, I'm using cadmium red and alizarin crimson, but maybe I need more cadmium red and alizarin crimson, and maybe more alizarin. And I'm gonna see that as I paint. And as you can see, I'm using this thin a smaller brush, liner brush, to lay down the paint. It's not obviously I cannot hold a lot of paint with this brush, which I'm doing on purpose to be able to retouch it on top. Okay, squinting. Yeah. Looks like everything is okay. There's some light getting into her forehead through the hair. I'm softening the eye, the upper eyelid, but I'm trying to keep a sharp edge here, okay? Just there. Here, everything is gonna be soft. I'm gonna add a bit of detail. No, now, maybe I won't add any detail, but let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm softening a little bit here, the corner of the eye, making this a bit darker. To make this look a bit rounded. Okay. I need to use some more red, camel red and alizarin crimson. And let's see. Maybe just too dark or too sharp. Okay. Okay, let's move to the nose. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna paint a little bit of white. I'm gonna paint this. Okay. 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 Garrison, do you still have the little brushes you found? Or your dad's? No, I don't. They got, they I got one here, but it says like it was for nails, to paint nails. This is the kind of the same hair that I use for these liner brushes. I haven't seen them for a little bit. I stopped using them because I got just a kind of couple, maybe, or maybe three or four, and they got just the hair got smaller, smaller. I wasn't able to use it anymore. Hello, Nikolai. Nikolai is saying, if you had a task to make more impressionist version of this, what would you have done? Or add more color. Yeah, definitely add more color. Yeah. And maybe longer brush strokes, because longer brush strokes obviously show more movement, and and with color, longer brush strokes, longer brush strokes in color, that's more impressionistic. Yeah. But that's not. I love of all the styles, but that's not what I want on this painting. Yeah. And obviously, even I could use more paint. Yeah. I got paint here on the paint on the canvas, but I could use even more. Look at this. Gonna zoom in. That's the amount of paint I got here. We see the brush strokes, but it's not like I have a lot of paint. Okay, I don't have a lot of paint here. I could blend this and smooth out this, but I'm planning to add a bit more for the lights. Maybe not too much, but definitely for a impressionist style, we should use more paint. Yeah. Where I was? Oh, I was just painting the eye. I think I will need to move this eye a little bit up. Yeah, a little bit up. But I'm gonna try to keep this sharp edge here. And here is gonna be lost. Okay. And here on the corner, lost. Okay, let's check out the other eye. Oh, the nostrils. The nostrils, okay. I got one here. One here. Let's see. Okay. I'm mixing glycerin crimson with cadmium red. I think I can just lay down a brush stroke here. Let's see. It's too reddish. Okay, my intention is just have a sharp edge here. Color is something that we can just adjust it. Anytime. I mean, I'm not saying that's easier, but we can adjust it anytime. We just pick up more paint and put on top. Yeah, just that. Let me see if that greenish color is maybe too greenish. No, that's okay. Need another brush, tiny one. See if this one works. No. Okay, this one. Okay, the shadow here, the cast shadow, I'm gonna make it really sharp, okay? And later I'm gonna see if I just soften this. Okay. I don't see this okay, but anyway, I need to move it. Yeah. Squinting, trying to pay attention now to the nose, which I gotta move, it's too rounded. There. Yeah. I have moved the nose to the left a little bit, it was too rounded. I'm gonna just take out a little bit of this highlight, which I'm gonna need to move to the left too. And we keep moving things. I could put more paint on top, or I can just try to pick up some paint with the brush, with a clean brush. Okay, another thing that I'm gonna do here, a sharp edge here, okay? Just wanna see the separation on the nose. I'm not saying they're gonna keep this, I just wanna see a bit more. Okay, let's see some questions. Okay, okay. Hello, other. Hello. Okay. Nikolai is saying, please tell again the story when the security guard told you not to approach the paint. Gary is saying, are you using synthetic brushes? Yeah, I started with bristle brushes. Now I'm using synthetic brushes. I keep the use of a bristle brush for the lights. You know, at some point, I'm gonna put more paint. I'm gonna do it here. Okay. Let's see if I blend it, move it. Okay. Hello, John from Bulgaria. Well, hello, Carol's Milat. Hello, Kathy. Yeah. Somebody's asking me, John Kostov from Bulgaria. Oyos, or this is Oyos. Hello, Dana from Texas. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, about the story. Yeah, that was 20 years ago. No, that was the first time that I went to USA. And obviously, the first thing that I wanted to do is go to the museum. Yeah, no, I remember the first time I went to, it was Maryland. Yeah, because I have a friend who lived there. And we went from, oh my God, and just, okay, we went to Miami to an exhibition. Because we were like 3 friends. Okay, and from there, we went to visit this friend who lived in Maryland. Okay, and with him, he was like, hey, let's go to New York because it's kind of close, a couple of hours. We rented a car and we went to New York. And the first thing that we wanted to do, it was just go to the museum. I remember when we went to New York, it was late at night. And I remember this pretty clear because he was kind of sleepy. And we were like, hey, somebody, the one that is gonna go next to him, it has to be like making noise, speaking to him, maybe he's gonna fall asleep. And I said, okay, I'm gonna be the one. I sat next to him. I started just speaking to him about so many things, and all of a sudden I fall asleep. And I wake up because the car he did some really harsh movement. And what happened that my friend fall asleep too, and he wake up in 1 second. He was like, oh my God, I fall asleep. And everybody was like, hey, no, and they told me, hey, you're not gonna stay on the front because you fall asleep, he fall asleep, and we were just, my friends were in the back seat. They were just sleeping, They told me, you got the responsibility to keep him up. And then they sent me back to go to sleep. Somebody just got, it was just for 2 or 3 hours, I think. But I don't know why. He was so tired. And he was the only one. He was just driving, We got to New York. We went to visit another painter. I remember this guy from Peru. The first thing that he told me, it was like, because I asked him like, hey, how am I gonna do to make a living here as a painter in New York? And he was like, he laughed out loud and said, no way, what you gotta do, what you gotta do, you just find a job, okay, from Monday to Saturday and paint Sundays. That's it. That's the only way you're gonna make it here. Forget about dreaming about making a living just painting. And I was like, wow, but why? It's pretty difficult. It's pretty tough. It's tough for artists that lived here, that are from here. It's gonna be tougher for you that you don't live here. Okay, and I remember I did what he told me to do, but I did it on the next trip. And that time we went to the museum one of these days, like the next day, I think. And that was really difficult to get to the museum because we got this rental car, and we were asking for direction. We're gonna just go to the museum. Everybody was saying, you know what? Find a parking lot, leave the car, and take the subway. But we were like, oh my God, but we got the car. We're gonna go, we're gonna use the car. Everybody was saying, okay, leave the car. That's impossible to find parking lot closer to the Metropolitan Museum. At the end, we did it. I don't remember that clearly, but we did it. The thing is, we got to the museum, and we just there. It's huge. And I remember getting closer to the Rembrandt's painting, and the security guard was saying, hey, he told me something. I didn't understand it, and he was pretty nice. He smiled and he told me something. And I said, okay, it looks like, I don't know what he said, but it looks like it's nothing like saying like, hey, don't get that close. And what I did, I get closer. And this kind came again, and then my friend who speak English, he came closer to me because he was away, checking some paintings. I don't remember, and he told me, "Oh, this guy is saying that if you get any closer, he's gonna throw you away from the museum." Oh my God, I didn't know that. I thought he was pretty happy just telling me, you know, like something like, "Do you like the painting? That's why you get that close." Yeah. And I was watching a couple of Rembrandt's paintings. That was pretty amazing, and uh, you know, it's too much. It's too much. I couldn't finish up to see all the paintings. No Rembrandt's, all of the paintings in the museum because there is too much there, which is it's amazing. Yeah. And I remember that time you don't pay. There is not like you gotta pay a certain amount to get into the museum. It's like you pay what you want, just what you want. Yeah? $1, $5. It was like that at that time. I'm speaking about 20 years ago. Yeah, we spent like maybe 4 hours in the museum. I bought like a couple of books, and yeah, that was it. That was pretty nice. Just the only thing that we couldn't get any closer to the paintings. Yeah. Okay, let's see. There's too much light here. And I remember the next time that I went back to New York was the second time I stayed there for almost a year. I don't even know why. I mean, it was like one thing bring another thing and another thing, and it was like I'm gonna be here just 3 months. I stayed like 6 months, and I said, "Oh my God, it was just amazing how many things that you can do." I remember I met an art dealer, and she was like, "Oh, so you're painting a kind of, okay, I can just maybe sell one painting," and she sold a couple of paintings, and was like, "Oh my God, this is pretty amazing," you know. And I'm gonna stay more time just here. Okay. And I ended up almost just staying there for a year. And I always wanted to go back. It's just an amazing city. I don't think I'm gonna go out to. I wanna go anywhere now these days. Just enjoy too much here painting. Okay. Okay, let's read some comments. Audrey saying, have you painted in layers, glazing? Your thoughts on that? Yeah, I've painted with layers so many times, a lot of times. More than than what I paint with Alla Prima. Yeah, definitely more. Just the thing is that you got more possibilities to get more nice effects when you glaze. It's just like here, without glazing, I don't get some transparent colors. Amazing colors that we're not able to get just by mixing the paint here. It's just like using filters. Transparent glaze is a filter. It could be opaque, it could be transparent. The thing is that you're gonna get a color that's gonna be impossible to reproduce without, using a glaze. And usually on the School of Art, they don't. Painting alla prima is not something that is to learn there. It's not like, hey, today we're gonna paint alla prima. No, they give you like a week to finish up, or a couple of weeks to finish up a painting, a portrait. Okay, and usually the process is first drawing. Next is what we call, I don't know, I mean, that's that kind of a coat, transparent coat, like watercolor. Okay, then let it dry, and then on top add another layer. Okay, that's kind of transparent, and when we add that layer, there's one rule: keep the shadows transparent. Okay, and we just that rule, and we can add white to the lights, but we cannot add white to the shadows. That would be something like I did on the hand. It was kind of transparent, just raw umber, for example. That's a good color for that. Okay, and yeah, that was the rule. And then after you add the second layer with thick paint, it doesn't mean like you're gonna blend or not. No, it's up to anyone. Okay, you let it dry and then go with a second layer, again with thicker paint. Okay, blend or do whatever you want. Let it dry and then glaze. That was the process. We used to paint alla prima when we wanted to do some sketches or when we wanted to practice. Like I remember somebody saying more than once, like, hey, let's paint, a portrait. Like, yeah, let's paint a portrait. Who's gonna pose? Yeah, I'm gonna pose. And then, yeah, okay. And then somebody was like, hey, and then we all painted. One of my friends. Okay, and that was a la prima, obviously, because the idea was just painting really fast. And we usually have an hour. Not, I mean, I paint here for 3 hours, from 2 to 3 hours. Just there, we had just an hour. Yeah, something fast, and yeah, just that, as a practice. But I don't remember, and then when we paint landscapes, that was the other situation where we painted alla prima. But I don't remember any teacher saying, hey, today we're going to study alla prima paint. No, it was always just adding a lot of layers and retouching and retouching and retouching. We got more opportunities to check out the likeness, the drawing. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna blend a bit more. Okay. Okay, let's screen. Okay, let's see. see a little bit of mid-tone here. Okay. Now a little bit mid-tone, but a little bit grayish or greenish here. Okay. Little bit of light up here. Okay. Orange and red up here. Values, you know, to get the volume, that trying to see as much as possible the values, keeping my eyes on squinted. Okay, now what I want is the balance between soft and sharp edges, you know, at the same time obviously that I'm working on values. I want to keep working on values because I see a little bit of mid-tone here, mid-tone here. Okay, mid-tone here, a little bit of green. And then I'm gonna blend a bit. Okay. I'm gonna soften here the edge, the upper lip. Soften the edge here. Making this a bit darker, just a little bit, okay? I don't make it. I don't want to make that as dark as the picture. I want to make it a little bit lighter. I want to make it a little bit lighter because I want some softness. Okay, but let's see. You know, at the end, you gotta check out the whole painting and see that what we thought is working as a unity. If it's not, okay. A little bit lighter here. Let's go up. Okay. Okay, a little bit of shadow here to make the nose rounded. A bit more, okay, there. Blend this, a little bit of light on the nostril here. I need one more brush like this one. Okay, I'm gonna keep a sharp edge here. Okay, let's see. I'm not saying that I'm gonna keep this to the end, but I'm just trying to balance, you know, some softness here and a sharp edge there to make the nose pop. Okay, so let's see if that works, because remember, it's not just about one area of the painting, it's about the whole face. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm using pure black. This nostril is too big. Black with a little bit of alizarin crimson. Okay, more alizarin crimson. I'm going to just make a line here between the lips, just here. Yeah, more alizarin crimson. A little bit, okay. Yeah, yes, here. Okay, alizarin crimson and black. Okay. Just seeing his face and seeing her face, or his face, and seeing her face, just what I mean, I'm seeing a little bit of the likeness. She has kind of sleepy eyes, a little bit. What do you think? Yeah? see, I'm going to soften the hand. I got this finger, I think it's too thick. I'm softening the edges. Okay. Okay, I think I need to darken up here. Yeah, let's see. Let's move a little bit of this black here. let's see. Got a sharp edge. Yeah, I need to soften here. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of a sharp edge here, just a little bit, and then here. Okay, I just want to see how it looks, this kind of variety, let's say, between soft and a sharp edge. If it's not okay, I'm just gonna soften this completely. Okay. Now I need to add light to the hand. I'll mix some greenish color, color white. I'm blending with the same brush. I want a little bit of this texture here. Okay. But for example, here on the hand, on the arm, I want to keep this sharp edge. Just want to make the arm just pop forward. Okay. Let's see. The forehead is too orangey. Eh? Let's knock down that orange color on the forehead. And I think I'm going to soften the lips, the mouth. There. I'm gonna soften this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just knock down these colors with a little bit of raw umber, and I want to knock down the orange on the forehead. I need a clean brush, and let's see if I still get some transparent shadow here just by cleaning the paint. Okay, I'm taking out the paint from here. Clean the brush. Basically wiping off the paint. It looks pretty orangey, eh? Yeah, maybe too orangey. I'm gonna soften this finger, kind of fading away on the shadow. Okay, and I'm going to mix blue and black. Just a sharp edge, just here, just there. Okay, some white and phthalo blue. Whew. Okay, let's see. Hello, all school 77. Hello, let's see. Bye, Mary. Hello, Nikki. Nikolai is saying the values of the lips edges are almost black relative to the internal side of the lips. This makes her smile. Just thinking what to do. Okay, 1 second. You're gonna make this a little bit darker, just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. I bought a huge roll of paper towel, but you know, it looks like more just paper. No towel at all, just paper. Okay, I'd love to add some color to the hair. so difficult to keep the balance between soft and sharp edges. Okay, what I mean is, especially these areas, I want, I want to keep the sharp edge here on top. I don't know if you all can see that. I want to zoom in. Okay, here, sharp edge where you see a couple of eyelashes. Here, soft, and soft, and soft inside. The same here. I don't want to see any detail there. Okay. Now maybe a little bit of a light on the iris. Okay, that was too much. Okay, the same for the mouth. Okay, here I need a soft edge. I'm gonna keep a little bit just here, this little bit sharp, and then here up is lost. The same is here, sharp. So difficult to keep those edges. Anyway, that's what I want now. As I painting, I'm thinking about, keeping, making some areas just pop forward just by having a soft edge, and making some areas kind of turn by having a soft edge. Okay. Maybe I could make this a little bit darker. It could be like the same for the nose here, for example. Okay, and I can maybe do the same here a little bit. A little bit darker. No, I don't think it's gonna work. I'll repeat again, just a bit darker. Okay, let's see. The upper lip the same. I'm gonna soften here. Too light. Let's see. I think another thing that the eyebrow is thicker. Okay, now here on the nose, I'm trying to. I'm working on edges now. For example, here, pretty sharp. Here, okay, with the upper part, and here, soft. Okay. Okay. The idea about this is making the nose feels more rounded. This little portion that's sharper is making this pop, and this little portion that's soft is making this turn. Okay. Now, obviously, with that, it's not just about that. Obviously, I need light here. We need values to add more to this illusion that the form is turning. Okay. The same that as I'm doing here, and this little portion here. I keep going over here and here because I don't get what I want. Yeah, okay. I don't get what I want. That's kind of tricky here. Okay. I think I got it. I'm not so sure. Let's see, we gotta continue painting. Let's see the time. Okay, the thing is that the painting is kind of between copying, every little thing I see and softness that we want to create to add to create atmosphere. Okay, and that comes with some edges. For example, here there's a sharp edge, this little tiny thing, soft here, lost here, lost here. Okay, it's kind of, there's a repetition everywhere where you see sharp edge and a soft edge. Now you choose where to put it. We see, obviously we see the edges on the photograph. Yeah. What we tend to do is we exaggerate them a little bit. Okay, and sometimes we just soften some edges even more at the same way that we sharpen some edges even more. Okay, I want to be on the point that I see the likeness, or closer at least, and I got this value control in edges to get obviously volume. And adding some a light blue as a highlight on the lips. Okay, now I'm gonna add again some eyelashes here. Same here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm happy. Yeah. Okay. Did I say? Oh. Hello, Mervat. Okay, okay, okay. Nikki saying you're sculpting with paint. Yeah. Okay, just thinking, comparing. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, okay. No, I want to soften a little bit more here. Soften the edge. I got an edge, a sharp edge here for this finger. Okay, but I lost edge for this one. Okay. Okay, let's see. When we think about edges, you gotta try different options. For example, I was thinking right now, maybe I should sharpen here and soften here. Okay. Now, if I was thinking, what else? Soften this a bit more. The thing is that when I'm doing this, basically, I'm erasing some details because I'm softening maybe too much here and there, and I'm trying to keep something kind of between seeing some details and a lot of the areas just other areas no detail at all, just pretty soft edges. But the only thing that maybe I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit of the likeness when I try to do this. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. That's the difficult thing when we work on things that we don't see completely, because these things that I'm doing are things that we don't see on the picture when we decide to blur or soften an edge more than it is. And I think I need to make the face a little bit wider here, a little bit more light. Okay. Now going back to edges again. Okay. Just being sure that I see the shape, the form, but it's blurry. Okay. The same here. Okay. What else? Here. The little bit darker. You know, I want to maybe, I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's just have a sharp edge here. Okay, just a little bit there, okay? And then I soften here. And obviously up here is everything just soft. A little bit soft here. And then move down to a sharp edge, okay? Nose, the eye. A little bit darker here. I'm squinting, you know, a lot to try to be able to see this subtle variations on the values. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to see all of them. Okay, I got something here that is different on the value on the nose. And you see here, in order to have this sharp edge, this value is a little bit lighter. I'm gonna keep the edge, okay? I'm just darkening up this a bit more. Okay. No, it's dark. Little bit of light here, okay, and here. I need more light on the lip. I think I have to narrow her face a bit, especially here. Okay. Mm. Will you paint the in the earring? Oh yes, you notice. Okay. Okay. Hello, Nolan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to class tonight. Yeah. A little bit of blue on the face. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Not just on the face, on the hand too. Uh, too much work. Too much work. Yeah, but definitely it has to be some blue like this one here. You know, the light bounces everywhere. Uh, yeah, but I'm not gonna paint a blue there. Uh, yeah, I'm just happy with this, the hand, that kind of transparent shadow I got there. Okay. Okay, I was thinking about something. Somebody told me, oh, the earring. Yeah. Okay, I gotta work the ear a little bit. Yeah, now I'm kind of happy with my painting, but still, I feel something is missing. Maybe a little bit of this reflected light here. Maybe a little bit of blue on the face. Maybe some red on the hair. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, too late. Hello, student history. I think the left earring is missing. Yeah, I just don't want to paint it. and just, I don't know. I mean, I'm keeping narrowing the face, and I still get the feeling that I got the face too wide. Maybe the mistake is on the eye. Maybe it's just the eye that I need to make it narrow, move it closer to the nose. Could be that. It's difficult to say. Okay, maybe narrow the face here too, both sides. Again, kind of tricky, but usually we make the mistake of making faces a little bit wider. Okay, it could be that. I'm gonna narrow the face a bit. Okay, not so sure, but I think it's gonna be better. Just narrow the face a bit. I mean, we know that we tend to draw faces wider. Eh? And right now, I'm not so sure. I should take a rest to check out, but I don't want to take the risk. And I'm pretty sure maybe the face is wider. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it just needs more chin. Okay. Don't know. Oh, I need to add a glaze to the hand. So, a little bit of pink. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. I think that's it. Hello, Ben. Okay. Did they say maybe upper lip is a little thicker? Yeah, it could be. Let me see. Yeah, I have chosen to soften the edge. Maybe it wasn't a good idea on the lip because I don't see the real thickness because the edge is soft. Okay, and let's just add a little bit of light here. Show a little bit of the lip. I want to read some comments. Also, a little light under her arm. Okay. Oh, on the arm I got everything here pretty pretty. This is for real a dark muddy color because I painted this with black. Don't do that. Don't try that at home. You know, black is a pretty dangerous color. It's beautiful, but sometimes pretty dangerous. Could kill any other color if we don't treat him okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a reflected light just to see the width of the hand, okay, because the thickness of the hand. I got the feeling that I don't see the width of the hand. And it looks like it's too kind of skinny. Okay. I'm gonna read more. Okay, Nikolai is saying, I know what's missing, the left end of her left eye. The left end of her left eye. Maybe. Okay, what is? Let's see some. Let's read some comment. Okay, could be the distance from the nose to the chin since she's looking up, or it could be. Yeah, it could be. Or maybe the mouth is a little bit up. It could be. Oh, one thing that I should do here. Make this a little bit darker. Okay. Okay. Maybe the jaw angle touching the palm of the hand have not enough shadow, or it could be. It could be too. So many things. So many things. So many details. Okay. Oops. Thank you, thank you. I know that, you know, the people that suggesting me changes, maybe you got the feeling that you gotta pick up a brush and fix it. And saying, don't go, Renzo, don't go, fix it, please, fix it. And I'm thinking just not right now, just I'm hungry. I wanna go to eat. Okay, I didn't have the time to, you know, to add more colors. I would love to add some purple. I need more. I'm gonna add a little bit of some touch-ups color. Okay. I got some vivid rose here. This is from PBO. I'm trying to make a cool color. Maybe it's not that visible, but I wanna, just like here, for example. A little bit of a bluish reflected light. It could get into here, even here. Definitely on the hand, but the hand I'm not gonna put any of this blue. Okay, a little bit more of this pinky color with orange. Okay, just some touches, okay? Just some touches. A little bit of green. Oops, too dark. I'd love to add more color, but I think that's enough for today. Creepypasta saying maybe the jaw angle touching the palm. Oh, I got that. Mervai saying I think the lower lip should be a little wider, and then the space between chin and mouth will be okay. Well, thank you. Nikki saying just took my pies out of oven and put cinnamon and sugar on top. Oh, that sounds, no, I'm hungry now. Thank you, Jen. Nolan is saying it looks good, Ryan. So if you didn't have the photo, would you be able to tell the difference? If I don't have the photograph to tell the difference, like the likeness, if I will be able to recognize her, I don't know. You know, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. What do you all think about keeping this sharp edge here? Maybe I should soften that because I already have this sharp. A little bit lost, sharp. I don't see that. I just wanted to frame, but maybe this is making the face look wider. Yeah. I think that's better. Now, one thing I don't see the real value here on the painting because this is black. It's pure black. I should be able to see on the screen this like just, you know, dark. Anyway. Here it has to be dark. Yes, for sure. I'm just gonna keep it simple and just adding black. That's it. Don't use black alone at home. Otherwise, be prepared to get some muddy colors. Unless you're painting something like this, you know that's just dark. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you, Rocky on Facebook, Vaden. Gracias, Eloisa. Okay. Okay, that's it for today. See you all tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna paint a commission. That's gonna be from a black and white photograph. Tomorrow is gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna stay just a couple of minutes, okay? And then I go. Okay, bye everybody. Take care, you all. See you tomorrow. Same hour, same channel. Sometimes we don't touch the painting. You know, when they are blending and getting rid of this little reflected light. Okay. Bye everybody. I don't want to go. Okay. I gotta go. Bye everybody. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to press the like button before you go. And if you like it, please subscribe. Bye. What time tomorrow? The same hour, 2 p.m. my time, Peru time. Oh, Gary saying you should take a dry painting and show us how to glaze. How you glaze? Yeah, yeah. I think there is a couple of videos on my channel. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think it's a good time for to do it again. Yeah, yeah. Maybe next week. I'm gonna think about that. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye.